Well, John, a 2-2 draw here at the Wham Stadium. What a game.
It might have been for you, it wasn't for me. I first off lost a tenner and found a pound. You know, 2 games of being comfortably the better side, and both the home and the away game, and we ended up taking 2 points. You know, I know when you come from 2-0 down, you should be happy, but you see in the first half. You know, it's just really disappointing, the goals we conceded, and it might be just a little bit of bad luck really. A couple of deflections, both goals deflected. I think the last 4 goals that have been scored here have been deflections, which is unfortunate for us. But it was actually a deflection in the build-up to the first goal. We've missed some gilt-edged chances ourselves, which we've only got ourselves to blame. But the lads have gone for 90 minutes, as has Morecambe. And yeah, it was a good game for the neutral, but not for me. No, I'm disappointed with the result.
You were so much on top in the first half, and as you say, Morecambe scored twice. To be 2-0 down, it's a bit of a shock for most of us, to be fair.
Well, I don't think I've ever seen a game where we've had 21 shots in the first half. You know, that's nearly a shot every 2 minutes. Well, it's probably more than a shot every 2 minutes, because the ball's probably out of play for about 15. So, well, you know, we've got at the target with them. Morecambe at the target with their 2 shots and scored, albeit through deflections. I think if we'd have took the lead at any time, we would win the game. And then we see the ping pong or the pinball on the line in the second half, and then you wonder, possibly it's not going to be your day, and today it wasn't our day.
You came back into it 2 set pieces. Was that a tactic you were looking at Morecambe's record this season?
I don't know about that. I mean, we're not actually frugal, are we? You know, in the goals conceded column. But we knew we could put pressure on them. And we could have scored a couple more from set plays. We had 12 corners in the game as well. I had to take more than that, more out of that. 33 shots in total. Maybe never was a strong second half against the wind, and I expect us to be better against the wind. But Morecambe fought valiantly and made it difficult for us. And you know, although we didn't have too many troubles in our own goal, we didn't do enough probably to win the game in the second half. Although we did have a couple of good shots, and Ethan Hamilton, who if you were betting on anyone or wanting anyone to be having a shot from just inside the box on his left foot, it'd be him, and he's fired it wide, which is something that's plagued us today.
You lost Coley Bishop at the break. How big a point was that for you?
I mean, it's all ifs and ands, and I think if Colby doesn't get injured, I think we'll probably go on and win the game, because of his link-up play, how clever he is. You know, Jay's come on. He's played centre forward before, Jay, but he's not a centre forward as of late, and he ran round, did well, but he nowhere near the impact that Colby would have. He'd have got us higher up the pitch, Colby. He'd have laid balls off, and he'd have made us more dangerous in the second half. But you know, that's all conjecture, because he went off with a swollen ankle, and just got a fingers crossed he'll be okay for next week.
Looking at Jay, who came on, I mean, he didn't have that many chances, did he? But he worked hard, and your midfield though bossed the game, I thought. Well,
you know, we've got good players in midfield. Good players all over the park. And, you know, Morecambe aren't too shabby themselves. You know, they've got some good players. They can hurt you, as they showed today. For the balance of the game, you'd like to think we've done enough to win, but we didn't, because we didn't score many more goals than Morecambe. And you got to give Morecambe a bit of credit for that. You know, they're unbeaten in the last 3 now, I think, or they've been very plucky. They've got a win this year, we haven't. Thought the travelling fans were magnificent. Always makes it a great atmosphere here. And I thought it was the game was played in a good spirit, which was good to see. Sometimes you just have to accept that today things like that happen in football and move on.